This is Hannah Holbrook. I'm the Information Systems Manager for USD116, and today I'm going to show you how to register your student online using Skyward Family Access. So from our website, which is USD116.org, you can go to Families and then navigate to Skyward Family. Go ahead and click that, and then here you can log in to your Family Access account. If you have any trouble logging in, you can let me know, and I'm happy to help you get access to your account. If this forgot your password / login, if this doesn't work, please let me know, and I'm happy to help. Okay, go ahead and sign in. And then you'll see your Family Access account. So up here you'll find your student's name. If you have multiple students in the district, there'll be a drop-down menu, and you can select the student you want to work on at that time. So go ahead and navigate to Returning Student Registration, and then click your student's name right here. Okay. So on this page, you'll see some videos to help you walk through registration, including this video that you're watching now will be available here to if you need some guidance on getting through registration. There's also some other tech videos here, including uploading files and downloading Google Chrome. So you can go ahead and edit step 1 and then complete step 1 and move on to step 2. Step 2 is student information. If you hit edit, most of this stuff you're unable to edit here, with the exception of the military connected. If you have questions about what that is, you can click on the question mark. If you have to change any of this information, for example, if your student has another name that the district needs to know about, you can contact your building secretary about that. Okay, so if everything looks okay, you can complete step 2 and move on to step 2B. This is your address. You can change your address here if you haven't moved. Obviously, you can leave it alone. If you need to add a mailing address, you can unclick this box and add your address there. Otherwise, leave that. Go ahead and move on if it looks okay. This is going to be your family information. If you hit edit, you can put in your employer and your home email, for example. So for home email, I do highly recommend having an email here. So we'll go ahead and yeah. So let's just go ahead and add an email address for test parent, and let's change this phone number. Oops. Okay, great. So if that looks okay, you can complete and move on. So here's where you can add your students' emergency medical information. So physician's name, dentist's name, hospital, insurance. If you have to change the policy, you will have to contact the secretary at your child's building. But other than that, the rest of these things can be edited here. So for emergency contacts, you do need one emergency contact here. Usually it's usually you, the primary guardian on the account. If you need to edit your phone number or anything here, you can do that. You can add another emergency contact. Include the relationship, whether or not this person has pickup. include phone numbers and things like that. Hit save. If you want to move the order around, you can change emergency contact order. So you can just do that by clicking those arrows. Then in health information, this is just any information you think the district needs to know about, health problems, allergy notes, etc. So if your child has a peanut allergy and sometimes it's Benadryl, you can put that information in there. Okay. So for address verification, so if you've moved or something like that in the last year or since you registered last, you can include proof of residency here. So all you have to do is choose file and upload those like that. If you're providing utility bills, we do ask that you provide 2 utility bills. And this step takes a minute. It's going to spin for a minute before it decides to work. Thank goodness. Okay. So this is Skylar information. This is contact information for your family. So this shows that your primary phone is an emergency. It's contact. It's also for attendance, general, non-school hours emergencies, food service, etc. So you can check and uncheck these as needed. If you want additional phone numbers and email addresses to be put into Skylar, you can put those here. Sorry it takes so long. There we go. Okay, complete and move on. Perfect. Okay, so for the emergency medical authorization, you can go ahead and just verify, yes or no. You give consent for emergency medical treatment. This is where you'll go ahead and sign and date. If you had put in a physician and a hospital, they would show up here. For the district handbook, you do have to click out and click on this handbook link, which will take you to a page where you can see both the district handbook and handbooks for each of the schools. So since our test student goes to Yankee Ridge, click on Yankee Ridge. Here's Yankee Ridge's handbook. So you can X out of that and then just come back to your original window. So edit step 6, and yes, we viewed the handbook. You can sign it and date it. 702. Okay. Go on complete, and then edit. So here's where you can either acknowledge that you've read through these policies. So you can go ahead and say yes or no if you give permission, or if you don't give permission, and then sign off and date. And then photo release, you can do the same thing. So edit and then yes or no to permission, sign and date. and then make a fee payment. This is optional, so if you know for a fact that you're going to be making the $100 registration fee payment for the school year, you can go ahead and do that here. And this is for if you want to pay it online. If you don't want to pay it online, if you want to pay by check, you're welcome to do that. But if you want to pay online, you can do that here. So have to click on it. And then you can log in here. So once you have clicked on that, then you'll be able to complete step 9 and move to step 10. So we can just take a look here, and it looks like everything looks good and complete. So go ahead and hit submit returning student registration. So your student is now registered at USD116. Your building secretary will review your registration and make sure that everything looks good. And if they have any questions, they'll get back to you. So you can go review the steps, but everything should be good. If you have any questions, you can contact your building secretary. You can contact me, anybody. We're all happy to help. So, all right. Thanks for watching.